Gene Roddenberry was once quoted saying something to the effect that there are millions of stories that can be told in outer space, and I'm absolutely certain that that is true. That doesn't mean, however, that all of them are worth telling. Here's your damn rant show, folks. Greetings, I am E. Adam Thomas and welcome to Film Rants. This week we're swallowing back the bitter pill of what I consider to be the absolute worst of the worst original series Star Trek episodes. Feel free to comment if you think I'm being a dick to your favorite episode or if you think that there's one that is worse than any of them I'm about to mention. This is just a list of those Star Trek episodes that I, in my humble yet nonetheless correct opinion, should have never been allowed to hit the airwaves. This story actually may have played better as a Doctor Who episode, to be honest, but it involves a man named Flint and his daughter Reyna, neither of whom have any records of their existence in the Starfleet Social Security database or registry or whatever the fuck they have. Turns out, spoiler alert, that Flint is several thousand years old and has been every single influential artist or scientist throughout all of history. He was Brahms, Da Vinci, Rembrandt, Chopin, Johnny Carson, Bill Gates, and the guy who invented the ShamWow. Oh, and his daughter is a pleasure droid. Kirk falls in love with her, of course, and gets so fucking butthurt over her demise that Spock has to mind meld him out of his grief. He didn't even try turning her off and then back on again? I'll be honest. When I was a kid, I kept hoping that Val would somehow rise up out of the ground, turn out to be Godzilla, and blast all those idiotic suntanned albinos into atoms. Spock gets the shit kicked out of him throughout this entire episode. He's shot by poison plants, zapped by lightning. He's like a one Vulcan Three Stooges movie. The only reason he didn't die is because he was wearing his blue shirt. The biggest flaw with this episode is that they waste almost 20 minutes of the episode's runtime killing off red shirts and grousing about paradise with exploding rocks before they even start getting to what the fuck the episode is actually all about. Like the Apple, this is another ancient deranged computer, controlling an entire society. And also, like the Apple, it is insanely lame and contrived. It's a McCoy-heavy episode, and as awesome as that character is, he's just written so badly here. I was almost wishing that supposedly incurable supercalifragilistic bullshit would actually just kill him outright. One nice thing about made-up space diseases, though, I don't have to worry about triggering any social justice warriors by making jokes about it. I think it's just space herpes anyway. How can you tell when the network suits hate counterculture? When they greenlight hippie-bashing shit like this. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the hippie movement. I like psychedelic music, sure, but this is just a badly written shit-nado that Fred Freeberger used to tell the whole universe how much he fucking hates Pink Floyd. Fuck you, Fred. Fuck you right up your Arnold Lane. Herbert, half solo. Preachy and heavy-handed, this harebrained civics lesson about how, if we don't learn to love our commie neighbors, we'll end up blasting ourselves literally back into the Stone Age, is so hard to watch. Even Joel and the bots would have opted for euthanasia instead of having to sit through this tripe. It's as silly, inane, and hard to follow as a Trump speech. Hey Gene, we found some old Greek costumes at Liz Taylor's yard sale, and we ran into an out-of-work dwarf from the Wild Wild West set. You want to scribble the word shit pie on a blank piece of paper a few thousand times and throw the Enterprise under the bus? Yeah? Awesome! On the upside, Kirk kisses Uhura. So you know about 30 seconds of this cesarean section is actually watchable. The original series' final episode is a banal psychodrama where Kirk unwillingly switches bodies with one of his deranged ex-girlfriends. What's worse, when Sandra Smith is playing Kirk, she's better at it than Shatner. Almost made you want to leave them switched and just put her in a uniform. Hell, if they had done that, maybe Plato's Stepchildren, that kiss would have been a lot more than just the first mixed-race kiss on network TV, if you know what I mean. Woo! Here's an awesome idea for a science fiction thought piece. We'll fill the bridge with evil telepathic rugrats suffering from PTSD that their belief in a fucking attorney in a dress forced them to bring upon themselves by murdering their own parents, and... you know what? Fuck it, let's just preempt this episode with a rat laugh-in rerun. It'll make more sense. I don't know what it is about the gunfight at the OK Corral, if it took place over a particularly unlucky convergence of astrological malfeasance, whatever the fuck that means, but from what I can tell, every time a science fiction program has attempted to reference this event, it turns out to be a complete clusterfuck. Spectre of the Gun is ultimately pointless because nothing that happens in the episode has any real effect on anybody whatsoever. At least in the Gunfighters, Doctor Who got his fucking tooth pulled. Oh my god. Can we please just burn every single print, copy, or mention of this abomination of an episode off the face of the earth already?
Brain and brain! What is brain?
A brain is what the writer of this quivering pile of diseased triple entrails was apparently missing when he handed over the final draft, which is a nice thing to say compared to the insults you could lob at the indescribable pathetic lump of inexcusably stupid Mugatu fodder who passed for a showrunner that accepted this script. It's dumb, stupid, idiotic, obtuse, mindless, doltish, imbecilic, insensate, every word that means the exact opposite of every quality generally ascribed to Mr. Spock's cerebral organ, accurately describes this nonsensical bushel of humpback whale sputum. Bushel. So, you might be wanting to ask me, if this upsets you so much, why don't you do a 10 best Star Trek episodes? What was the fucking fun of that? You want happy little best of lists? Little salted caramel for your YouTube latte? Then go watch Mojo or Grunge or an old Letterman rerun. I deal with the shit you need to know. I'm providing a public service, folks. Right here, helping you avoid getting your virtual leg caught in the mental bear trap of a bad episode of an otherwise good TV show. Now, if anything I have said today upsets you in some way, good. If you agree with everything I've said, awesome. Either way, let me know by commenting on this video, looking up that damn Rant Show or Angry Men Reviews on Facebook, emailing me at boratom@gmail.com, finding me on Twitter, whatever. I really want to hear from you, especially if I pissed you off. Have a great night. Live long, prosper, all that crap. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks or so, depending. I don't know. Good night.
Angry Men Reviews. Many fucks said, no fucks given.
Brain and brain, what is brain?